As we approach April 28th, the federal election is dominating the news cycle. But do Albertans feel more is at stake this time around? At this brewery, there's a theme of nostalgic video games, but the uncertainty of tariff impacts is becoming a reality, like the U.S. imposed 25% levy on aluminum, a product the owners rely on for canning their beers.
I think it was Mark Twain that said, patriotism is supporting your country always and your government when it deserves it. We support Canada always. Whoever the Prime Minister is, God be with them, because it's going to be a challenge to stare down whoever's in the Oval Office right now.
It's an election many Albertans aren't taking lightly. Do you feel like there's more on the line in this election than there has been in previous ones?
Yes, of course. You know, we've never, that I can remember, had the American president threatening to annex us and, take us over financially. So that's a big deal in this election.
What's at stake for you?
Personally, I think it's what kind of values do people uphold and where do we want to see the future of our country going?
I'm all about the pipelines and getting commerce going.
Here in Canada, we have a problem with trans rights, rights for Indigenous folks.
The economy, strengthen it, continuing with the Canadian dollar because it's just starting to get strengthened now.
It does feel like the stakes are high.
Pollster Janet Brown says this campaign reminds her of 1988.
L'unité du Canada.
When Canadians re-elected Prime Minister Brian Mulroney after an election campaign that was dominated by the U.S.-Canada Free Trade Agreement issue.
Canada's national free trade debate has taken on a whole new life.
I see tremendous parallels between what Canadians were grappling with then and what they're grappling with now. But certainly we're seeing a lot of attention being paid to this election. I'm expecting a really high voter turnout because people are so engaged. If there's not a high voter turnout, it's probably because people just don't know what the right choice is, not because they're not engaged in the issues that matter to the country right now.
Issues that might be unavoidable, even for a brewery that tries not to talk politics.
It is difficult because people want to talk about it, and I want this to be a happy, neutral place for people. I want people to come here and you don't look at the person beside you and wonder if they're voting for Carney or Singh or Pierre.
With less than a month to ponder who will lead Canada in this moment we now find ourselves in. Travis McEwan, CBC News, Edmonton.